as we've mentioned, much of the mid-state under a code orange air quality alert again this morning as smoke from wildfires across the southeast blow into the mid-state. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy following the latest from TEMA. And Dan, this ongoing drought has emergency officials on edge and people at home worried about their respiratory problems.
Certainly, especially folks with some of those lung diseases. If you have asthma, this code orange could mean bad news for you. Essentially, they're just saying stay inside if you don't have to leave. This is code orange here in the parts of the mid-state. Out west, it's a little better with moderate air quality index forecast. But you go east, Knoxville, Tri-State, Smoky Mountains area, Chattanooga, even parts of North Georgia, that is now considered unhealthy air quality and not safe for people to be out for long amounts of time. This has also resulted in the governor issuing a burn ban for parts of the state. In fact, more than 50 counties are affected by that, including Coffee, Robertson, and Sumner counties. Also, no burning right now allowed in Clarksville. Essentially, if your county's under a burn ban, it just means no open flames anywhere outside. And if you're caught, you could be in for a hefty fine. Fire crews now fighting more than 60 wildfires across 16,000 acres in the state. Those wildfires especially bad in the southeast towards Chattanooga, where in that city alone, more than 200 people have gone to the hospital with breathing issues. And again, they're in code red today. Back out here live this morning at TEMA, they are continuing to monitor conditions. We are under a level 3 state of emergency, and that is in place because of the ongoing drought conditions and wildfire threats. And rain not expected to be here, at least not for today. Leland will have more on that throughout the morning. Reporting live from outside TEMA in Nashville, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Thanks so much. A disturbing story that we're following near downtown where someone tried to set fire to one of Nashville's most well-known hotels.
Yeah, News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen just got an update from the arson investigators there. And what did they find out at the Union Station Hotel that made them a little suspicious about this?
Steve and Amy, as you guys know, when the sun comes up, sometimes new evidence reveals itself. Well, that's exactly what happened here. Arson investigators within the last hour tell me they do not believe this was an accident. Take a look at this video. According to crews on scene, they believe a suspect lit a PVC pipe and then used it to set the wall of the Union Station Hotel on fire from the outside. The blaze was in the area where construction is ongoing by the railroad tracks. At first, firefighters thought a homeless person was trying to keep warm and lit a fire, but now fire investigators do not believe that is the case. Several hours ago, the alarms at the hotel were going off. Hotel customers were evacuated to the lobby. The district fire chief tells me a couple of residents reported seeing smoke in their rooms, but as of now, everyone has been allowed back in and out here at the scene. The rehabilitation crews are here assessing the damage. We'll make sure we keep you guys updated on this investigation. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Alexandra, thanks so much. And right now, here's another big story we're watching. A gunman on the run after an early morning shooting that happened in Clarksville. News Channel 5's Sophie Nielsen-Coling live for us on this one. You've been talking to the investigators. The victim actually refusing medical treatment. That raises some eyebrows, Sophie.
Well, that's what police are telling us. They're saying that he wouldn't let the ambulance take him to the hospital. Take a look at some of the video that we captured from the area where the shooting happened. It's in Clarksville here in the 400 block of Martha Lane. That's where police found the victim after they got some 911 calls about the shooting. They say this man had been shot in the leg and that he wasn't inside a home at the time of the shooting. He refused EMS transport to the hospital after taking a bullet to his leg. Now, we do have some information on what this gunman may be driving or the getaway vehicle. Police say it's either a Chevrolet or a GMC four-door white pickup truck, and the back windows are tinted. Now, detectives here at the police station in Clarksville are continuing to follow this case this morning, and they would appreciate any helps. Anyone who knows any information is urged to call Crime Stoppers here in Clarksville. Live in Clarksville, Sophie Nielsen-Coling, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Sophie. 2 of the 3 people charged in the shooting death of a downtown tourist in Nashville will be in court today. Andy Nunez and Daniela Cruz are expected to appear by video conference this morning. They were arrested in North Carolina last month. Teddy Grasset was shot and killed on September 26 while walking with a friend near the Country Music Hall of Fame. Grasset was visiting from California. Nunez and Cruz face several charges, including first-degree murder. Download the News Channel 5 app for updates on the case.
New this morning, Amy, we have now found out the name of the woman killed in a crash on I-65 in Williamson County last night. It was near mile marker 59. That's right there by the 840 exit Thompson Station, Williamson County area. Police say 42-year-old Stephanie Coleman was for some reason driving the wrong way on I-65 when she hit another car head on. Coleman had a 13-year-old girl in the car at the time who was hurt in that crash. The driver of the other car also injured. No word yet on how he is doing this morning.
Also new this morning, Metro gang detectives make a major drug bust. It happened at home on Highlander Cove in South Nashville. Detectives were looking for convicted rapist Thomas Shepard for a probation violation. When Shepard opened the door, investigators smelled marijuana. Once inside, they found pot, cocaine, Xanax, gambling tickets, pistols, and a lot of cash. Kevin Strickland, Gentry Peoples, Kamar Peoples, Rossi Ellison, and Yolanda Peoples all face felony weapons and drug possession charges.
Well, the high-profile Holly Bobo murder trial will likely be moving to Hardin County. A judge in Decatur County made that announcement yesterday. Let's listen.
Motion for change of venue will not be granted at this time, but the parties can assume that the court will grant a motion for change of venue at some point. There will be an order.
The judge took up nearly 100 motions filed by attorneys on both sides. Zach Adams, his brother Dylan, and Jason Autry were all three in court. They're accused of killing Holly Bobo back in 2011. A second trial date has been set for July of next year. It's unclear who will face trial then.
We're ready to move forward and get justice for Holly. Holly deserves that, the family deserves that, and our community deserves that.
All three of those defendants will be back in court next month. The first trial is set to get underway in April of next year. Listen to this story. It's a bizarre one. Take a look at your surveillance photo right there. A 12-year-old girl assaulted at the Music City Central bus station downtown by that guy. Police need your help finding him. They say that he yanked the girl's bus pass from her neck. That had to hurt. She grabs at the guy trying to get it back. He punches her, according to police, and runs away. What a thug. If you have any idea about this incident, call 615-74-CRIME.
And new this morning, we're learning about a new phone scam in Hopkinsville. Police say callers posing as officers are demanding money for missing jury duty. We're told they even threaten to arrest the victims. If you get this kind of call, just hang up. Don't give any information. Federal and state agencies will never call you to arrange any kind of payment. And protesters in Nashville hit the streets over the North Dakota Access Pipeline. You can't drink oil, leave it in the soil. About 100 people marched to the federal courthouse last night to protest the pipeline. They say threatens drinking water and disrespects the Sioux Indian tribe. It was a national day of protest, and the protesters want an executive order from President Obama to put a stop to it. Meantime, another protest over a pipeline, this one closer to home. This crowd protested yesterday against gas compressor stations proposed for Jolton and Cane Ridge. They rallied while the state air board met to discuss whether they will implement Metro's new air quality zoning ordinance. The ordinance would make it unlawful for gas companies to build. No decision has been made yet.